Hi everyone, and welcome to the presentation on how to calculate sales plan. Okay, so in a very basic nutshell, again, we have our little puzzle. Actually, this class is a bunch of puzzles. We have our dollars column and our percents column. And in this case, we have three components. Last year's sales, which we can look up if we're an existing business. Percent or increase in sales or decrease our sales. And in this particular case, I think I'm going to change this to change in sales, which allows us to come up with our new planned sales. So let's say, for example, that we did $100,000 last year. Guess what goes here? 100%. Thing always stays the same, doesn't it? So we did our research, we did our environmental scan, we did all of those things that we've covered in the chapters, and we've determined that we have a pretty optimistic 5% increase in sales. So I'm going to enter that in here. So then how do I figure out my planned change of sales and my planned sales? So very simply, the change in sales is 5%. So we can type in equals last year's sales times, we'll hit the times key. We're going to click in this box of 5% sales. And we're going to increase our sales over last year by $5,000. So what we can do is, number one, maybe we add these two. Equals last year's sales plus the change in sales. And our new sales plan is $105,000. And then actually the same would apply here. We could have it equals, here I'm going to go over to the function bar, it equals the sum. The sum of what? The sum of these two if I drag the box down and push OK, 105. So why can't I just say, okay, fine, this is 100,000, this is 5,000, or 100%, 5%, 105%. Why can't I just simply multiply this by 1.05? Well, what happens is we in Excel in particular, you wanted to do the math and you needed to be flexible as different businesses occur. So let's say, for example, we have this incredible spring. It's nice and it's warm and it's really exciting and sales really pick up. And we have to relook at the planned sales moving forward. All I have to do is key in the number. We're going to go another 2% and Excel will do the math for you. If you didn't do that, and we didn't use Excel in this fashion, and we simply typed in equals 100,000 times 1.05, and we say, oh wow, you know, I think I'd like to up that another 2%, and we hit 7. Look, all the numbers change, but this one doesn't. You have completely lost the integrity of your Excel spreadsheet. And this might be a reference to some other cell in another worksheet. So again, we want to maintain that integrity of always using the cell references in order to really maximize what we're doing. Okay, there we go. So we'll just copy and paste this, and by doing highlighting, Control C, clicking in a box, Control V. And let's say, for example, that we'll get rid of all that stuff. And last year we did 100,000, and we think we can do 110 this year. We've decided 110 based on all our market scans. So how much of an increase or decrease, and what's the percent change? So in this particular case, our percent change is just simply what are we going to plan, which is 110,000, minus what did we do last year. We have a $10,000 increase. And as a reminder, we always divide in the percent column. So I can figure out this percentage by typing in equals my change in sales divided by last year. It's a 10% increase. And again, I can do the same here, equals my new planned sales divided by last year, and it's $110,000. So here we've given an example of multiplying across. Here we've given an example of dividing down. Let's do an example of a decrease, because unfortunately sometimes that happens. We're in a market that is declining sales. 2008 was certainly a very classic example of that, and when the economy is really fickle like it is right now, and you don't have real clear mission, vision, and execution of standards, excuse me, these are things that can help. So we're going to do a decline. So how do we figure out our change in sales? Exactly the same way. Last year's sales times our percent change, and it should be a minus $1,000. Perfect. And then again, it's last year's sales plus the change, which is a minus, right? We have a decline in sales. And the same thing would apply over here. I could do my planned sales divided by last year, and I'm going to be at 99% of the year before. Some other things that we'll learn at a little bit later point in time. Let's do a quick demo on that one. Is that let's say, for example, we don't have any of this. Oops. In some cases, we might do something where this is the only number that we're looking for, and we want to figure out a percent change in sales. So let's say, for example, that we have $105,000 as our new sales plan. And so we know that planned sales minus last year's sales are going to give us our change in sales. In many occasions, some things that we do in our business are, we always look at trying to figure out this percent change. And it's planned sales minus last year's sales, which gives us a change in sales divided by last year. And again, that's another way to get the percentages in here as well. Hope that helps.